Welcome back, guys, to Beauty Fall 2025. And in today's video, we're going to be styling up my guest bathroom. But in this entire series, I want to share with you how you can make subtle changes to your home to give it a totally new look and feel without breaking the bank and without compromising those pieces in the spaces that you love. We're going to be bouncing around my home from room to room and doing just that. So today it is all about my guest bathroom. Now, I've done a few updates in my home update series where I painted the doors black and painted cabinets black, just doing little things to just give it a more modern look and feel. And that led me to, or inspired me to, keep some of these pieces in the space that I love, but change out the color scheme or usher in the new season at hand. And so I'm going to share with you what my inspiration is. Guys, this is my inspiration piece. I absolutely love this wall canvas. I have 4 of the same canvas prints picked up from Hobby Lobby, and I love them so much. And if you've been a part of the royal family, then you know that they have bounced all over my home. And once I settled them in the bathroom, I'm really liking how it looks and feels in this space. And I have been able to swap out the look, looking at the wall art, and use different colors that are in said wall art, which gives me designer tip number 1. I think this will be number 1, yes. Number 1 is find inspiration in a particular piece and build your looks around said piece. It could be a rug, it could be a wall art or decor piece such as this. It could be a centerpiece, a floral arrangement that you really, really love. It could be a particular color that inspires you, but whatever that thing is, let that be your foundation and you build everything around that piece. And guys, with this wall art, there are so many different color hues that I could pull from in this art. But can you guess what color I'm going to pull from for the fall season? Think sultry, think moody, think sophisticated, and of course, think royalty. All right, guys, so first things first, we're going to take out the summer and spring colors. This color has been a staple in my home for many, many years. And this year I have styled with the Tiffany blue or the Robin's egg blue for the entire spring summer season, and I have so enjoyed it. However, I'm looking to give myself a little refresh, a little sprucing up, if you would. So for now, Tiffany blue has to go. And I'm going to come in with my new fall color. Did you guess what the new accent color is going to be? Will it be Merlot? Will it be cognac? Black or gold? It's none other than avocado. Guys, I thought this would be the perfect shade for the fall season. And look at how beautifully it pulls in this artwork. Again, guys, find your staple piece and build an entire look around it. I have had these same wall pieces in my bathroom for the entire year, and I have used different colors for each season to pull in a different feel or mood for said season. This is going to be so perfect, warm, cozy, and sophisticated. That's the goal. So let's go ahead and get everything in place. I'm going to add my curtains. You guys know that I always use actual window treatments for my shower curtains, and I do a technique behind the curtains with the shower liners to give me that protection from the water. So today I'm going to show you guys, because many of you have asked, with any time I do a bathroom refresh, I get so many questions about how I do the liner. So today I'm going to show you up close and personal exactly how I do my liner in conjunction with my window panels. You guys have seen me do this technique for many, many years, where I use, again, window treatments as opposed to traditional shower liners, because I prefer the dramatic look of my window treatments going all the way up to the ceiling. It just creates a more grand overscale look and feel. And in a small space, you want to do those grand and overscale things, which brings me to designer tip number 2. Think overscale. Even though it is a small space, it doesn't mean you're limited to small decor. When you use grand scale items, it gives the appearance or the illusion of that space being larger than it is, i.e. the large scale wall art, as well as you'll see me do that technique and taking it up to the ceiling. Here I am taking just a standard clear liner picked up from the Dollar Tree, and this time, as opposed to doing one shower liner per window, and I would typically fold it, I thought if there's 6 holes on one side, 6 holes on the other side, why not just cut it in half and add one half to one curtain and one half to the other, so when whoever's using the shower, they can simply do the same technique, pull the curtains together, and they get complete coverage to protect the floor and liners from the water. So this is always a good idea to try to reinvent, or not necessarily reinvent, but to improve in your designing techniques. Again, I've done this technique for a many number of years, and I used to do the 2 rods. I didn't care for that as much, so I went to the technique of me adding a shower liner behind each panel, and now I'm improving it even more by just cutting the liner in half and still having that same look without having the double rods and without having the liner show out from behind the window panels. So that just gives an even more custom, more upscale, more luxurious look and feel. So hopefully these tips are giving you guys some ideas and inspiration to create something beautiful in your home, regardless of your color choice, your style, your theme. You can take these tips and create something beautiful in your home. I always say it's your space, style it your way. Which brings me to tip number 3. Divorce the trends. Trends are just that, they are made to come in and go out. But if you want a more classic or timeless look, I would encourage you to do what feels good to you, not necessarily what's trending for the season. So here, guys, I'm going to go ahead and flip the curtain around to show you exactly how I do this technique. Now with these curtains, I have the option of hanging them 2 ways. If you notice on the back of the panels, they have the broad inserts as well as the pleated or the gathered pole holes. So I am using here just the little tabs that are on the back of them, and I'm hooking the shower hooks to each of those. You can easily take the same hooks and just lay them on top of the rod and get the same effect, but because I have the tabs in the back, I'm going to utilize those tabs, and there you have it, guys. So it's easy peasy. Cut the liner in half, which this is something that I just tried today, and I'm so loving this. I'm kicking myself for not thinking of it sooner, but such is life. We're always evolving and ever learning, so that's a good thing. Now we're going to go ahead and get the second one hung up. Same technique, you just place your hook, and it doesn't matter what type of hook you use, because if you use the ring hooks, you can still put them through the tab and get the same effect. All right, guys, so we have the liners attached. Now we are going to flip it around and get it installed. And guys, I literally selected this accent color the day of filming. I knew that I wanted to go with something different, and once playing around with just different colors I had in my decor arsenal, this was definitely the one that appealed to me. I had a desire to style each space in my home, or several spaces in my home, using just signature colors that stuck out to me during the fall season. One being this beautiful avocado green, and these wall pieces were just like the perfect opportunity to bring it into this space. I've styled with this color a number of times. You've seen it in my formal living areas for the winter. You've seen it in my bedroom for the fall. It's just a beautiful, beautiful color, and I so love it, and it's perfect in this space. So now we're going to take these window treatments all the way up to the ceiling, and I'm going to use the liners because they're not my typical extra long liners that I pick up from Amazon. They were out of stock. However, I'm going to use these liners from Dollar Tree, and they will be my guide as to how high I can take the actual curtain panels up to the ceiling. I want the liners to at least touch the top of the tub, so that when they're showering in the tub, the water will run down into the tub. So that's my guide. So it's not all the way to the ceiling, maybe off about an inch or two, because I think these are 72 in length, and my typical panels are 96 in length that I get from Amazon. And I will have those linked in my description box, of course, along with the window panels, because they are also from Amazon. So I have them in place, and how gorgeous does this green look? Oh my God. I'm sitting here editing, and it's even more beautiful as I'm editing. Just gorgeous. Look at how the wall art pulls that color. That's the beauty of a wall piece. It has a variety of colors. You can pull any of those colors. I've used of course, my signature Tiffany blue in this space. I've used emerald green. I've used black. Now I'm using the avocado, and it is absolutely gorgeous with each color scheme using the same wall art, guys. It's just amazing, and I love that for me. So now that I have them positioned just so that they kiss the floor, we're going to continue on with the styling, guys. These are so perfect. I am so loving this, but let's move on. Of course, we got to bring in something grand and overscale to match the window panel. So in comes this gorgeous centerpiece made by yours truly. Pulled all of the avocado green picks that I had in my decor arsenal and put together this gorgeous piece. The vessel that it is housed in is from my beautiful sister, Linda, over at Style by the Boss. She has a beautiful online store with gorgeous decor, and you will find something I'm sure that you will love for your home. So I'll have her website linked as well. But is that not perfect for that wall art and the window panel? Oh my God, it's just I'm playing around with it to see if I want it positioned on the sink, because it is a little overscale, but that's who I am, honey. Just making sure that the people can wash their hands and move comfortably in the space, because although I love the beauty, it needs to function, properly. So I don't want to just be so overscale that they can't function in the space. So they can move around and maneuver, still see their faces in the mirror with the centerpiece in place. So let's continue on with the styling, guys. We're going to bring in more gorgeous pieces to accessorize this space. But right now, if I leave it as is, it is definitely giving fall vibes. Because you can bring in fall without necessarily ODing on the pumpkins, if you would. But your girl, she's going to overdo on the pumpkins, because I have a cute little collection of pumpkins in this color hue. Again, I've used this color story for a number of years in different spaces in my home. First time doing it in the bathroom. Definitely won't be the last. So now let's bring in the other pieces, guys. I have this cute little oval gold trash can. I picked it from Amazon. Now we're going to come in with the soap dispensers. Pick them up from Home Goods. One houses soap, one houses lotion. Then I recently purchased this cute little gold paper towel holder. It'll sit on the counter for guests to dry their hands. And in comes the infamous green pumpkin collection. So that one I lost the spout, but that doesn't stop me from using it, right? So I'm going to stack that up. And then I have a few more here that I'm just kind of going to play around with and position to see where I like them in the space. It's all about doing what feels right and making sure, again, that it can function well. And I think that fits the bill for me. So we're going to move on now over to another section, guys. I absolutely love styling with towels. However, like I stated, I just decided on this color scheme in the bathroom the day of. So I'm going to pop in these black towels along with the black rugs. But I'm going to definitely, well, I've already added them to the cart and have some ordered. So by the time you see the fall home tour, there will more than likely be avocado green towels here. But I'm going to show you how I will style them up. Even if I left the black, because there's black in the wall art, there's black accent pieces in the room, the black works. But I kind of want to do a color drenching little detail here with the towels. So I'm just taking 3 large bath towels, and we're going to do that little envelope folding. And I always love to embellish it with some type of jeweled accent, whether it's a tie bag, a brooch, or just whatever. So here I'm taking this pearl tie back that has a reindeer on the hook. Well, you're not going to see the reindeer. I'm just going to wrap it around a couple of times just to give a little bit more dramatics. And then I have a collection of brooches, guys. So I just pull one of my little baggies out, pull the brooch that I thought would fit the bill. Of course, we're going to go with the gold and bling, because who would I be if I didn't? And we're just going to add that in the center just to embellish that little pearl detail even the more. Again, guys, this was I was saying zero cost styling, but I did purchase the paper towel holder for $5.99 from Ross. So the entire refresh was done for $5.99 plus tax, and I'm proud of that. So this is coming along so beautifully, guys. It's just those little details that really make a space signature and custom to your home. Again, I'm going to bring in these black bath mats that I've had for a number of years. Again, they work, but I want to add the green. So again, you'll see that in the fall home tour. But for right now, this black is doing what it needs to do in the space. So we're going to finish off the look, guys. I have these beautiful antique gold candle holders I've had, oh my God, nearly 20 years. My daughter was in junior high when I got those. They're so beautiful, so substantial and perfect in this space. Again, large scale items in a small space give a grand look. So we're going to set those in place. And as opposed to adding candles, guys, I have more of those avocado green pumpkins. These are from the Dollar Tree. And I just placed them on top just to carry in the theme or usher in the season at hand, because fall has definitely fallen at the House of Royalty, and this is giving what I needed to give, and I'm so loving the feel of this space. So let's recap, guys. This is what the space looked like the beginning of the year. Summer season, same wall art, same metal pieces on the wall, same vase, same tray. I just simply changed out a few accessories in the space. This is something that can be replicated in more than just your bathroom. If you have a beautiful wall art piece in your living room, in your bedroom, in your kitchen, wherever you have it placed and you love it, just pull different colors from that same art to give yourself a different look and feel. It is perfect. As you see, there are multiple hues in here. I could go with a sage green, golds, grays, creams, any shade of blue, blacks, a charcoal gray would look stunning with this wall art.
You got to save yourself.
Now, guys, I was so in love with this setup of the bathroom that I did not want to change a thing. But I knew that I had to usher in a new season. So what did I do? I kept the wall art, the shower curtains, the floral designs, and everything in place. And I simply swapped out the eggs for a cute little bow and ushered in a totally new theme. Still read the same color story, but the theme gave me girly summer vibes, and I was here for it all. But for the fall season, I was definitely ready for change. Not a total change, but a subtle change. And so now, without any further ado, I present to you my beauty fall bathroom styling. Enjoy!
I should've known better, deja vu. I should've known better that I'd lose. I should've known better. Tell me that this wasn't all for nothing. I should've known better than I did. I should've known better. Love's love, man. I should've known better than to give my all. It never works out for me. Show me your true colors. I feel I would play the fool. I should've known you would break our rules. I should've known you wasn't ready to be a lover for me. Could've kept it at a friendship. No bad endings, no hard feelings. Now look at where we are. Familiar, restart. Put the guards on my heart. Said you needed space. Said you needed more time to think. So you went away.
Now, if this is your first time visiting, you see what you like and you like what you see, I want to invite you to hit that subscribe button and join the royal family. As you can see, we are full of inspiration, motivation, and all types of creativity. And I would love to have you come along and be a part of this royal journey with me. To my tried and trues and my brand new boos, you guys know that I so love and appreciate you. Thank you all for every comment, every like, and every share. Truly, it means the world to me. Now, guys, if you haven't already, connect with me on my other social media platforms. I can be found at the House of Royalty on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Until the next video, guys, I want you all to stay safe, remain royal until you click on again for more royal shenanigans. Have yourselves a blessed and beautiful day. See you in the next one. Bye.